In the 7th episode of our trip to Botswana and the Caprivi, we spent 2 days at the quirky Ngepi Camp, where hippos are seen swimming just in front of the camp. We visit Popa Falls, 2 national parks, and experience local bushmeat. We have a relaxed morning as we do not have many plans for the day. We leave Swampstop and head north. After a brief stop at Chakawe for petrol, we enter Namibia and travel through the Mahangu core region to reach Ngepi Camp, which is our next campsite for the next 2 days. The Mohembo border control is located in the northwest of Botswana. The closest town to this border are Rundu in Namibia and Chakawe in Botswana. They have restrooms and accept cash or card for payment. Though occasionally the card facilities may not work, they accept South African Rand. For your car to cross the border, you will need to pay 371 Namibian dollars, and your trailer or caravan will cost you an extra 236 Namibian dollars. A fairly decent dirt road awaits you once you get through the border control. It's a little bumpy, but not too bad. The Mahangu core region of Bwabwata National Park is crossed by this route. You almost certainly will come across some animals on this stretch of road, so keep your eyes open. You get back to a paved road after driving on the gravel road for around 20 kilometers. The turnoff for Ngepi Camp is not a long way after that. The road that leads to Ngepi is somewhat bumpy, but an easy route. The secret is to move slowly and steadily. Drive carefully, as there are kids playing in the area since locals built their homes along the road. Have some soccer balls available to give to the kids instead of giving them candy when they ask. It's worth more to them than a handful of candy. Along this road, you may also buy some mementos. Always haggle for a better price. The locals are quite skilled and produce the most amazing miniature makoros, which you can buy from them. Along this road, wood can be purchased. Expect to pay around 10 Namibian dollars per bundle. Additionally, the resort sells wood that is provided by the locals. You will be met with an open field and guidelines as the tree line comes to an end. If you follow these guidelines, you won't run into any difficulties getting stuck like we did. Built on an island in the northern part of the Okavango Delta Panhandle, in the Caprivi Strip of Namibia, Ngepi Camp is your destination for the Okavango Swamp. It offers private and overland campsites with everything you need, as well as spectacular ensuite tree houses next to the river. At the reception, we were met by the friendly staff, while the others explored the reception area's lovely garden, funny signs, his and her toilets, and the bar area. I checked the group in. Before leaving for the amazing campsites, we had to all take a shot of tequila together. They offer the best in adventure and relaxation for everyone. Try their Namibian Delta experience, sunset boat cruises, fishing trips, makoro trips, guided nature and village walks, game drives, or just relax in the world-famous croc pool. The majority of the campsites are located along the river's edge, and each one has an adjacent parking spot for cars, trailers, and caravans, as well as a grassy camping area. Each camp includes its own fireplace, river water tap, and 220-volt solar-powered electricity point. The bush campsites sacrifice a river view, but are little more secluded and offer large trees for shade. We all settled into our chosen camp spots at the campground by the river for the following 2 nights. We made good speed and set up camp fairly quickly while watching hippos sunbathe in the distance. For the rest of the day, everyone took it easy and explored around the campsite. The bathroom facilities are certainly exceptional. You definitely want to take a shower after seeing the open showers with a stick doubling as a door. But before you can take a hot shower, you must first fire up the wood-fired donkey and wait for the water to warm up. If nature calls, you have the option of a loo with a view at Popa Falls, or you can head out to the lavatory for some quality time. You can hand wash your dirty clothes in a designated laundry area that is equipped with a washing line, or if your vehicle has room, you can choose to go with your own portable washing machine. After everyone had finished exploring the camping area, we all returned to the camp and relaxed right next to the river. The hippos came to play as the sun fell over the trees on the opposite bank of the Okavango River. The occasional one pokes his head out of the water to offer you a show you'll never forget as they approach the shore rather closely. We sat around the campfire and took in the twilight sounds after yet another fantastic dinner. The hippos were in front of us. There were an abundance of buffalo crossing the river on the other side, and we could hear lions out in the distance. They appeared to be in the Mahangu Reserve, where we were to spend the following morning going on a game drive. We left for a game drive early the next morning, while the lion sounds were still fresh in our memories. To our amazement, the reserve's gate was locked and no one could be seen outside. A lady appeared from the shadows, and we could tell by the look in her face that she had some news to share with us. She informed us that a killing had occurred earlier close to the gate. Right in front of her, an impala was slain by a pack of painted dogs. Unfortunately, we arrived too late for that, and neither the painted dogs nor the evidence of the killing were found. We entered the area in search of any animals we might be able to spot, especially the lions, who we knew were nearby. Mahangu core area is located along the C48 on the western bank of the Okavango, not far from Popa Falls. The park is approximately 245 square kilometers in area, which is quite modest. The Bwabwata National Park, which was established in 2007, includes the Mahangu core area and the buffalo core area. In certain areas, you can get out of your car. Please be cautious while you stroll around. We stepped out and had our own World Championship of boktrolspoeg. The idea is to pick up a piece of impala dung, place it in your mouth and spit it out as far as possible. The winner will then be crowned the International Bokdrolspoeg World Champion. Numerous animals can be seen in Mahangu Park. Hippos and very huge crocodiles can also be seen, along with herds of elephants, buffalo and other animals. The park is home to nearly all of the antelope species found in northeastern Namibia, including the rare roan and sable antelope, common reedbuck, bushbuck, waterbuck and tsetse. The park is also home to kudus, impalas, giraffe and zebras. Lions, leopards and hyenas are the dominant predators in the area. Mahangu is also a bird lover's dream, thanks to the extensive floodplains, reed islands and wetland areas. We returned back to camp after a fantastic morning of game viewing to freshen up before heading out on the road once more. We left the camp and met a lovely gentleman and his cherry that got stuck on his way to Ngepi. With great enthusiasm, we quickly got him unstuck and he was on his way again. We stopped at Popa Falls and walked out to the viewing deck to take in the calming effect of the rumbling water. We stopped next to the road where a kind man was selling some extremely fresh meat on our way to restock some groceries in the Rundu. In the Caprivi region, bushmeat is quite common and frequently found right next to the road.
This is the skin. So they cut like $10 pieces. Nice big pieces, $10.
Die vleis.
Yeah.
Nou, dit is klaar verkoop. Ja, dis in
Yeah,
ons skot.
No, you can buy like a $10 piece. It's like a big piece.
Dis in
Nice
ons
big
skot.
piece. Like this size.
Wat daar?
Een snijden voor jou.
Ja, sneller vir jou stem.
Nice and fresh. Good.
Ja, dis is
This is very healthy. Yeah, look at it.
It was kept frozen in the.
Oh, you do? Yeah. Okay. So it's not like fresh, like you just cut, kill now and cut.
Yeah, it was put up the very first day we slaughtered it.
How long does it take to sell the whole cow?
It depends, sometimes 2 days.
In Namibia's Kavango East region, the Rundu is a settlement located on the southeastern banks of the Okavango River. After refueling at one of the gas stations, you can go shopping in the mall that was recently completed. After being informed by the girls at the gate that the lions had been spotted in the park earlier in the day, we entered the Buffalo Core area for an afternoon game drive with the hope of still seeing the lions. Sadly, we were unable to locate them, and as this was our final opportunity to see them in this region, we had to hold out hope that we might run across them in the Chobe Reserve later on in the trip. However, we did see huge herds of elephants enjoying a sand bath and a herd of buffalo grazing. Some could argue that a trip like this cannot be completed without a proper 4x4 vehicle. I believe that this is not true. Even though some of us got stuck, the cause was our own mistake and not the car. We had a variety of vehicles with us on this trip. The group's average fuel usage was between 6.5 and 13 kilometers per litre. I was extremely taken back by the Mahindra Karoo, which was also deemed to be the most economical and extremely reliable. When someone got bogged in the deep sand, Martin and his Karoo ended up being the rescue vehicle. Due to its limited fuel capacity, the Mahindra Thar proved to have the shortest range, but it also performed exceptionally well off-road. The Dusty Porcupine Raptor was easily the most comfortable ride. In the next episode, we leave Ngepi Camp and head to the Kwandu area where we stay at Nambwa campsite. We drive a piece of road that did not see a car for a while, have elephants in the camp and enjoy some wine.